set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Right to the air is Jackson. And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there. Force the ball free. And it's second down.
It leads to second.
Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
To throw is Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Second and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Jackson's pass.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
On the ground, it's the rookie out of Florida. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup.
Doesn't matter whether it's zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Oh, right.
Stroud looking to throw. Caught here, right side, no. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it will result in a fresh set of downs.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Here we go. Under. Tony.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and
Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
makes the score Texans 7, Ravens nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And this first catch, good for 16, and a first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. First down, here's Mitchell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Jackson now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, there's 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really taking it right down Broadway.
And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14.
51 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touching out a finger on him until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there.
Stroud working out of the gun. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Oh, boy. At 18. That's it.
They'll try the left side. Rosenthal. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud out of the gun here. He'll try to pick it up himself. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Ravens nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is what they have to tell themselves. Don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now it's Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
In search extra 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's Jackson to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Texas. Here we go. 118. White Tony.
Stroud to throw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Under. Y'all to the right. Y'all to the right.
And Stroud now to throw.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to go hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Well, he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
There's a high. Oh, and...
Now a handoff up the middle. Rosenthal. Oh, fine work here as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. First and 10 at the 11.
Hey, uno.
Here's Stroud.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the red. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Stroud keeps it.
And he'll get it. He's over for a touchdown.
C.J. Stroud.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Sanders now to have the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Texans 21, Ravens nothing.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
This is 2nd and 8. 20 yards.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Why Tony?
Stroud. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Stroud will look to throw once more. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Ow, hey, I got him. Another swap.
Stroud off the play fake. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will do it for this first half.
Ravens nothing.
Solid, but it's not enough. You better reach them, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on that. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I'm in. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the cheap pass. Watch do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? Hey, turn this TV off. Ain't with my type of activities, but don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen?
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Here we go. Hey, south.
On first down, Rosenthal. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to that and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Texans have got it on cruise control. Now, a familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they wanted to admit it to themselves. But we that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
19.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Shot 60. Shot 60.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Check up.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Come on. Come on. Hey. Gotta be lying.
Back to throw again. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Hurt. Right there. Right there.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's go. 118. What's that?
Now a give, right side. Rosenthal. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Stroud keeps it. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Texans are pouring it on. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Texans 45, Ravens nothing.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
2nd and 1. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Panther 60.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That one into the hands of Flowers. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews.
a gain of 10 yards.
Now an audible here into something else.
Baltimore, first down. First and goal, Baltimore.
They'll look to throw again. And it'll be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Rosenthal. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Ready? 19 Texas.
Throwing now is Stroud. And that will be incomplete. At this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
And I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's got reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
The Ravens
call that one an even 60 yards. 6-0. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Come on. 19 Chargers, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
2nd and 13. This is caught by Tucker. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tucker. 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41.
Now back to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, 26 yards. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Point after, right down the middle. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Well, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here.
Got it. Ready?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 19 Lions. Go.
They're going to look to throw. His throw incomplete.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
70 Lions.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Now, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Now, hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're on the bench right now feeling great.
A gain of 5 brings
Here's
up 2nd
Stroud.
and 5.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go, let's go. On 18, that's it. Tonight.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tackled especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Second and 9.
All right.
They'll try the left side. Rosenthal. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as we'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
A gain of 12. The Ravens first down.
19, Roger.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line and play game. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for Baltimore.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Ravens.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game for the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick.
Somebody got to do it. I mean, somebody got to do it. I think he's bad. Watch him do it. He's a hard outside off from the music. They're like, what are you on? What are you on? Welcome home.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. There wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the